Alrighty, guys, I am FireRat1980. That's right, I am FireRat1980, and I am bringing you NBA 2K16 on my PC. I've got into the PC right now. I'll be bringing you NBA K216 on my PC with a GTX 960 MSI 100th million edition video card, and I'm using an Xbox controller, 360 wired controller. It's minus the Y button, it doesn't work, but hey, I ain't the best player, so let's get into the game. This is NBA 2K16. Hope you enjoy Fire Rat's Playground live as we give you one quick game of NBA K216. So it's going to be Boston Celtics. All right.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Toronto Raptors at Air Canada Center. Checking out Toronto, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. DeMar DeRozan had a breakout year in 2014, but took a little step back last season, was banged up a little bit. Kenny, how does he turn it around?
Well, he just needs to stop settling for jump shots. Even when you're hurt, a lot of times you reluctant to get to the rim. But more in the second half, I think, in this season, he just needs to get to the rim, get to the basket. That will change the whole mindset of the whole team.
I agree, Kenny. He's best when he's attacking the rim, and he needs to do more of it. You know, he needs to understand that he's known for being an incredible slasher and an incredible runner of the floor.
It's the Eastern Conference on display, featuring the Boston Celtics, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
And so
All right, guys, we're giving you this game right here, right now, and we want to say to everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're just going to take a quick breather there for 2 seconds while I get you guys going here. All right, and we're going to get back into the game. I know it cuts out when I go and click on my chat window. Really weird, but all right. So let's get back to the game.
off the tip, it's Boston. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Celtics. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Tyler Zeller out there with David Lee, and it's Smart in at the one spot. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Now I hope I can get this.
He's off on the first.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
So he comes up empty, missing.
Let's see here. All right.
Both.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
There's David Lee on the assist by Turner.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there because it, to me, is just much more comforting to play from the front than to be battling from behind.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Here's Boston now. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Smart. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
And thank you for that, Doris. He had a nice open look right there. Bradley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the Raptors off to a slow start. 7-point differential.
And Toronto had a strong season against the East last year. They would end up with 33 wins against their own conference and earn that 4 seed in the East.
Now here's Turner. And he dunks it in right on Luis Scola. Oh, man, what a play.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Shots good by Turner.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now Bradley following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And another basket for Boston.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Lowry kicks to Scola. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Scola's got his first points in this one.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Smart. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Wasted no time on that one. Bradley's got 5.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Carroll. Scola kicks to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Carroll. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted. They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
So
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
His ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from three was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Boston making some changes. Raptors trail by 15.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Boston.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Now here's Crowder. He's guarded by Ross. Sullinger the screen. Thomas gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound Celtics for the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
And he gets the bucket.
All right, guys, what am I going to do here? I'm not pro. What am I? Am I friggin'... I'm a rookie. What the hell? I don't know why I was on pro. Don't ask me why I was on pro. I'm an idiot.
Celtics leading by 18. He kicks it. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro Valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
It's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Evan Turner is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Johnson sets the screen for Bradley. And it's Zeller atop the key. 6 to shoot. And Turner kicks to Smart. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Toronto calls timeout. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
It's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country. Numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Boston making a switch here. Lee's checked in. The The Raptors shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner. You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And it's Turner off the drive, and he makes good on the layup.
I suck,
Turner's got 10 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And it's Lowry again missing.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Turner. And it's Turner off the drive and stolen by Scola. Down low, here's Carroll. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Greg, you were talking about Scola. He has the physical skills, Clark, to make a difference.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's not spectacular in anything, but he's really solid in just about everything. A pro's pro, and he adds value, tremendous value to any team he's on.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Celtics.
All right, guys, we got to do this. I got to get my scores back up there. I think I can manage this right now. But I don't think so, but let's try.
Raptors on defense.
Hello, Victoria 16 for following us here on FireRat
And here's
Playground.
Smart. 6 points for him.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Lets it go from 11.
Yeah.
Another basket for Toronto.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The dish now to Lee. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Now Smart. Dishes it to Olynyk. 5 to shoot. And that one's good.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Boy, once again, the Raptors were able to put forth a really strong year. You know, the national media recognized it, and the Raptors picked up more and more of the spotlight marquee games as a result.
Well, for a long time, Greg, the Raptors didn't have a lot of nationally broadcast games in the U.S. Seemed like a forgotten team at times, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you know what? A playoff drop is one of the ways that ended that factor. Also, the team plays an exciting brand of basketball. They're a division winner to go along with that, so you start adding those things up, and you see why the Raptors continue to get more and more coverage nationally.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And a new group in for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Lee. Urebko comes in for Turner. Jay Crowder's checked in for
nice.
And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart.
guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Joseph dishes to Valanciunas. Shot from 12. Good, he hits the jump shot. Valanciunas has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Just to let you guys know, if you guys are tuning in here on FireRat's Playground on Twitch and on YouTube, don't forget we are streaming this on a PC. It's an iCore 5 3350p Ivy Bridge technology CPU, 8 gigs of RAM, and we're running a GeForce GTX 960 from MSI. It's the 100 million edition with the Twin V Frozer cooling fans and cooling design, and we're running this on an Asus motherboard with an Asus case and a EVGA power supply of 600 watts in this system. I am going to be upgrading the motherboard and maybe boosting the RAM, but as of right now, the max I can do left is go to 16 gigs of RAM and then go from there. So just want to let you guys know you're watching NBA 2K16 right here on FireRat's Playground. Hope you all enjoy. Back to the game. I am your host, and I am losing, but I am the Toronto Raptors. Enjoy the stream. I'll try to speak as much as I can, but enjoy the stream. Back to the game.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And he banks in the layup. Olynyk's got 6.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Biombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. The Celtics also with a sub. Johnson's checked in. Thomas passes to Crowder. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. .105 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Crowder. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Pass to Patterson, and taken away by Johnson. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Thomas is running, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Joseph. Raptors moving the ball around. Johnson in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Joseph dishes to Ross. Inside, tipped away. And again, Boston running the court in transition. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Ross kicks to Patterson. Looking to end the run. A rebound by the Celtics.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Boston on top, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. And just a monster offensive surge from them to close out the second quarter as they finished on a 14-5 run. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave up way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Evan Turner having a fantastic game. He's got 10 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
All right, guys, we got this game in the next second, in the third and the fourth. We should bring back some points, but I don't think the Raptors were going to bring that points back. But
Raptors
we'll see.
shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Zeller passes to Bradley. Pick by Zeller. Off the pick. Bradley can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Kicks it to Scola. Finds net with the inside leaner. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Smart with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Zeller, a screen on Lowry. Here's Smart. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Smart's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Here's Valanciunas. It's blocked. They recover it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. Here's Carroll. It's the target from 18 feet. Carroll's got 4 points in the quarter.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Smart with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And not many people expected anyone from the Atlantic to do much last season. Boston was the surprise of the division as they ended up making the playoffs.
And for Boston against the rest of the Atlantic Division, they were tough. They ended up going 12-4 in the division, which was a big reason, Clark, they made the playoffs.
And you know, those 12 wins against the rest of the Atlantic, Kevin, were a division best. Even the Raptors, who won the division, only had 11 wins against the Atlantic.
All right, guys, I hope I can do this.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. They get a hand on it. Banked in off the
nice.
Lowry's got his first points of the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And it's Turner off the drive. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And the Raptors call time here. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark, with the boost in minutes, the confidence of the coaching staff, his game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Whalen-Jay on the way, and Luis Scola, the bucket, and the assist from DeRozan.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range
Come on,
jumpers.
guys.
I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Smart dishes to Zeller. Shot's good.
Oh,
Dang, dang,
the
dang.
interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Rebound, Boston. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Lee. Finish off the break.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. And we've seen it time and time again here. The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Fires from 18, and he hits the jump shot. Lee's got 6 points. For Toronto, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Valanciunas. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Lee, a screen on Valanciunas. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got 4 this quarter.
That makes 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Toronto calls timeout.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Nogueira, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
1:31 left to play in the third. Ross for 3. Shot is no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And they're running. Here's Crowder. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics with possession here. Sullinger a screen on Ross. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Jerebko kicks to Johnson, and he dunks it down.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one. Side of game in just about every area.
Absolutely, I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And again, Toronto no luck.
Dang.
Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Thomas, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Gentlemen.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he makes the first. Olenek, he's checked in for Amir Johnson.
Oh, he's not going to get it. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's off on the second. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Carroll gets it to go. The Celtics shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Now, here's Thomas. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Celtics have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And here's Boston. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. David Lee is out there with Perry Jones. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Young in at the 2 spot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Oh, geez, I got something in my eye. Oh, my gosh. All right. Oh, we got to do this, guys. I don't have the white button. It's not helping.
Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. He dishes it to Lee.
What? I screwed that up. Okay, let's see. A rookie. Okay. Oh, what am I hitting the X for? What the heck am I doing? Come on, this is my bad. Oh, well, we lost this game, but hey, at least you guys got to see NBA 2K16 on the PC. Woo-hoo. Forget, I'm FireRat1980, and we're just tuning in here to FireRat's Playground. Don't forget, we're on the PC today. Oh! What the heck? What the friggin' heck did I just do? About time. What? Come on. What is that? Like, I mean, come on. That's a play in a nutshell. What the hell was that? Come on, what kind of play was that? Nice. Alright guys, give me a brief second here. Second break. Bear with us, guys. We are going to go back. So if you're just tuning in, this is FireRat's Flag Out. We're just finishing up our basketball game, and then we are done for the stream. We just wanted to give you a sample of my GTX MSI 960 1 million edition video card. So I want to see how this game ran in that and stream it live on YouTube. I was running a 620 before, a GT 620 an Asus NVIDIA 2 gig, and this is a 2 gig card right now that I have, and this seemed to be running really good now. I mean, a little bit of pause and glitch, but I mean, for what it is, I mean, I'm not going to argue, right? So, gotta make the best of it, right? Get back to the game, guys. Ah! Jeez, too many fouls. What the heck?
Shooting two. Shooting two.
I don't get it. Shoot two. Shoot two. Come on, what's going on? It's gonna light sideline. come on. It's like a sideline pass. Like, I don't understand that. What? Come on. They're just playing like little pins. What? My players can't shoot worth shit. What the friggin' heck is going on? What? Come on. Come on, what's going on? What? Man, I sucked. I made some comebacks. I got baskets. I didn't shame you guys, but I shamed the team, the Raptors. I sure meant that, but... Oh, well, Boston got 98, 43 against the Raptors. Boston takes it in the lead, and he win that game. That's right. You've been tuned in here watching FireRat's Playground playing NBA 2K16 on the PC. I don't know why the commentators are not speaking for a while there. They got cut out. I don't know why. But that's been
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan Player of the Game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Oh, friggin' Evan Turner. Come on.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
All right, guys. That has been the post-game show right here on FireRat's Playground. This is NBA 2K16. You've been tuned into the hottest thing. We're going to give you the player of the game right here, right now. It's the Michael Jordan player of the game. Hashtag Wear Jordan. That's right. Hashtag Wear Jordan. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. So you guys can see that. That's kind of cool. Guys from Indiana plays for the Raptors. I can't believe what's going on right here. But you guys can see some of the players from the Toronto Raptors and what they're doing. One crazy thing, but that's all the Raptors players. That's been, I'm going to give you team comparison and the breakdowns. You guys can see all that here. And then we're going to do the player of the game one more time for you guys. And then we are out. That's right, we are out. All right. For summary. All right. Shot chart. And you guys get the idea. We're going to give you the hashtag Where's Jordan, player of the game. Where's Jordan? Hashtag. It's Evan Turner with 16 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. It's Evan Turner from Boston Celtics, number 11. Can't believe he gets every basket in when he shoots. Alrighty, guys, that is it. We are done. We are going to quit this. We are done. I thank you for tuning in here to FireRat's Playground. I am your host, FireRat1980, and that's once again, I am the host of the Mostest right here playing PC games. I'll be bringing you a lot more games. I just want to give you guys a little taste of what NBA 2K16 can be. If you have any questions or comments, you want to know how to get NBA 2K16, and want some tips and some tricks on some stuff, then hit me up in the chat or get me on on Facebook at our Facebook link on our YouTube channel. You can go down there and look in the description, and you'll find us on Facebook. And you can send me a direct message or send me a direct message on Twitter at FireRat1980 on Twitter, and send me a direct message or hit me up there, and I can tell you a little bit more about this game. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in to the hottest channel on YouTube and on Twitch. I say it is, but it's not the hottest channel. I know that for a fact. There's better and broader channels that are out there. But we've got videos coming. I've just been so busy trying to deal with stuff. I'm getting ready to move. So I just wanted to get these videos, and I'm looking at I created a new intro, and I'm adding to that intro as we speak too. So I'll have those videos up. They're a little delayed, but they'll be up there. And then when I have everything done, I'll be able to edit the video and throw it up there. And I will be doing a full review, my version of a review on my video card, and showing a little bit of gameplay from the game and just talking about it and going over some of the stuff and letting you guys know what I think of the card. It's going to be maybe a 2-minute, 3-minute review at the most. Because I'm not these guys that want to put all the details and all the specs on the screen. I mean, I have to learn how to do all that, and I just don't have a lot of time on my hands to go into real detail, because I want it to be different and unique, not be doing something like. I just want to thank you guys once again for tuning in here. Have a great day, great afternoon, great evening, and a great night. We will talk to you again right here on Fire Rats Playground. Yes, that's right, Fire Rats Playground. Take care. Have a great day.